Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome back in our discussion of bin, bunker and silo. In the last class, we introduced what are the storage bins and bunkers and silo, where in our bulk material handling in different places we require this storage system. Now, today we will be introducing to you another storage system called bunker. So, this word bunker, you may be hearing that sometimes the army use their bunkers for underground bunkers to stay there, and then also you might have heard about this grain bunker, coal bunker, ore bunker, underground bunker. These are the different terminology we often hear, but what a bunker is and how it is constructed, what are its functions, and how you will maintain this for a trouble free operations in the places where you are using, those are the things will be discussed today. So, you know that a bunker, it is a storage device. Only thing is that when you talked about the bins are as a smaller storage, but the bunkers are larger storage, and that it can be a structure mounted, it can be on an elevated platform, or it can be on the ground, or it can be in the underground conditions. It can be constructed with different materials, but basically what is there, the main components, you can find that there is a main girder, that is a structural component is there, and there are some cross girder by which it will be, you are giving a, that is to retain the material over there, and then you will have to have a evacuation system, that is a receiving section. It will receive the material from the top and you will be evacuating either from the bottom, or sometimes if you are having a flat ground mounted surface, you can use another reclaimer machine for collecting or reclaiming from the bunkers. Now, that is you have got the in the bottom hopper portions in most of the bunkers, you will find at the bottom there will be a gate, and from there it can be taken it out. So, that to give the structural strength of it, there could be stiffener, that this is a general structure. You can see here that a bunker is shown on this figure, which is exactly can receive the material over here, and from the bottom it can discharge on a conveyor belt. Now, depending on the that what will be the strength, depending on the capacity it need to store, and then the that is how much pressure on it is coming. So, it can be made of high carbon steel, stainless steel, or it can be made of different other materials. In the old days there are even wooden bunkers, and in some of the villages some of the rice bunkers were only as a part of a room they convert to a rice granary, they say, and that is also a bunker. Now, that since you can construct with a that your with soil only, earthen bunker, that is that was available when we talk of some of our villages, the way they keep their grain, there will be an earthen bunker, there could be with concrete bunker. So, these are there, and then they could have different plastic materials for making this. So, here one when you are to store a large quantity of material, you can use bunker. Now, let us talk about the grain storage. Have you ever seen any of the our Food Corporation of India's storage places? They are godowns, they say. You go to any godown, you may see that there are a lot of gunny bags, that jute bags, inside which these grains are kept and they are stacked over there. You might have heard also in the past many places that some of the storage rice, they get rotten because those are there in a gunny bags, and then sometimes these gunny bags are eaten away by this rodent mouse. They attack in this most of the our storage site where the stakes of these bags of rice or grains are kept. You can often see there are the mice and these rats, they get a lot of nuisance. And also in any of those the storage, you will find that a large number of workers, unskilled workers need to work, and sometimes for staking and all, you might be seeing that lot of coolies, they are just on the bag, they will be taking a big sack and then doing thousands of tons of grains are stocked in our country like that. But whereas you can see that up to 500 to 30,000 ton of grains can be stored in one bunker if it is properly designed and all. By this, that grain storage bunker, if it is properly designed, it can save lot of money, it can save lot of wastage, and it can create a beautiful working environment, and also the business can be faster because the evacuation, reclaiming and sending, this can be faster, and the damage of the grains can also be stopped. So, in a basically the cost effectiveness of a ground bunker may be because of the bagging bag. When you make the bags of this gunny bags, at that time you will have to seal the bag, you will have to stake the bag, you will have to unloading the bags, again you will have to open it over there, loading onto the trucks and all. There are a lot of things are there. So, I am telling you, as a bulk material handling student, you can think of even at a smaller town where there is a rice market, where there is a mustard seed market, in those places there could be a very good business development at a local level by developing this. And if you see now in Australia, more than 70% grains are stored in these bunkers. Now, let us see that what does ground bunker is, how it is constructed. It is a very simple thing. You can see here, you have seen this bunker is there, you can see all around that, inside this the material is kept. But to keep these things, so you are not having any big house building or anything, you are keeping it over here. So, what is necessary to have such type of your bunker? This structural part, this is exactly, you can make such type of even some alloy material, some of this very light material, aluminum oils can do just type of there. You are making a structure depending on how much capacity you want to do, how much area is there, and what depth you want to keep the material. Depending on how you will be evacuating, you will have to decide those conditions, and then you need to see that what type of inside that you will have to give a liner. Normally, you give a durable plastic sheet liner so that this mouse and all, they cannot come, rodent free, and then they are ultraviolet resistant, because if you are keeping in open air and then if any radiations may come, then it should be waterproof. The tarpaulin will be used. In the structure, you are keeping some that hook type of things over here at the corner, so that when it is filled with grain, you can see in this there is a tarpaulin cover is given. That how you will be giving a tarpaulin cover and all, you will have to consider at the time of designing it. Then there could be, even this is for aeration system, if you want to dry or keep that airtight, if you want to fumigate it so that insects and all cannot go over there, lot of other arrangements depending on the requirement. So, this aeration, which can be by different type of fan, it will remove the moisture, it will remove the dust, and also sometimes the foul smell and all, if it comes, by keeping this type of aeration system in the bunker, it can be doing. And you can see here, this bunker is just mounted over the ground, and also it can keep that. Sometimes when you collect the rice grains from the field, it may be having lot of this your moisture content. So, at that time you can remove that moisture also by aeration system you can think of. The loading arrangement and unloading arrangements need to be taught. Now, these things, instead of grain, we can have such type of system in our the mineral sector for coal bunker, for your iron ore bunker, for your the beneficiated ore bunker, the washed coal bunker, like that different things can be made. Even just when you are getting the ROM, even that can be also thought of putting in a bunker instead of that. Is sometimes we are already using some open storage system near the railway, where the railway yard is there, you are sticking over there. There, if we come with a design of bunker with a drying facility, then the moisture content in the iron ore or in coal, which can be reduced by sometimes, if it is going in the rainy season, iron ore going with a 30% to 50% moisture content means it gives a lot of load into the your locomotive. When you are railway transport, a lot of energy or fuel is being consumed for taking those moisture. If you can dry it by putting some energy over here, then the quality of the material which will be received in the blast furnace will be much better. So, there are system can be organized in a bunker if it is properly designed, then keeping it just only as a open storage. I hope you have understood what is a construction of it. Now, you have constructed that, you can see in this figure that there is this ground bunker has been designed, and inside that these grains are kept. To keep it, how will you stake it? Your staker, this is a portable conveyor staker is there, and you can see here the trucks are bringing the grain from the farms and the farmers places. This is here they are coming, and then they will be unloading over here. After they unload, they will be going through this receiving hopper here, and from there it will go to the conveyor, and this conveyor can stick. Now, this conveyor, which is mounted on a crawler mounted system, which can travel along this line along the bunker, and by that way it can fill the bunker. This discharge boom, it can be a telescopic one, so that you can fully extend and give the provide the material onto this. So, a bunker staker, it is another better material handling equipment. If you can think of that in India, if the Food Corporation of India takes a decision that they will be having a proper that bulk storage system, instead of the grain will be kept in a unit storage, it can lead to a at least a few hundred of crores of business, because then manufacturing of such type of devices, manufacturing of such type of platforms and a small scale in every rural agricultural markets that could be coming up, which can generate a large number of jobs, which will be much more than the job which will be eliminated by giving very tedious labor prone that jobs of carrying the bags on the back and all, and those workers they are earning, and you are thinking that they are earning because of this system, and if we bring these mechanizations there, job may go, but the ultimate benefit will be they will be getting much better jobs in this new system. So, that is why the bulk material handling can create a new economy. The same thing, when we do in underground mines, in underground mining there is one problem, that is you will have to take out the material from there by conveyor belt or by this your winder, and there is a limited capacity. And then when you are doing the mining operations that there will be blasting, and then there will be that you are collecting the material and then putting it, that all the time continuously there it may not come over there. So, but your supplier at where you are giving at the surface, if you can maintain a continuous flow of material, to whomever you are supplying, they will be in a better position. For that, a temporary storage is necessary inside the mines, that is in underground there, and there we have this underground bunker system. As you can see in this diagram, that from the face, or that where from the ore is mined, from there it is bringing by conveyor belt, and inside this whole structure is the structure is formed within inside the mines by removing the material, and there you give the liner and all with the concrete or steel or by timber, and then you are keeping the material, and the below you keep a feeder, that is a belt feeder, because it is going to get another conveyor belt. This conveyor belt will take the material either up to the surface or to a skip, that is where the skip will be loaded, and the skip will be raised by the winder from the underground mine. So, this type of system of bunker could be there in a row. There could be 8 such bunkers could be there, by 8 districts the material may come up to here. So, that is what in a bunker system it could be a single evacuation point bunker, or it could be number of multiple evacuation point bunker. Such bunkers inside a house, inside a plant also a big bunker can be there, and where number of places this material will be coming and it could be taken out. So, when you see such type of in a bunker, basically what is there in the construction, you can see here that just we are having a hopper portions. You can see the outside, these are the side walls, and then you can find that there will be a lined trough. This that first one here we are having a line trough which can be reciprocating like this, so that it can load the material by opening the gate to the next evacuation level. Then there will be a vertical ceiling, that means it will not allow the, that is you are keeping it in a shield form, so that this can be kept separated, and then there will be lining inside the wall, and then the lining in the front wall of the upper, and that in the crown of the upper, different lining is given, so that this material can smoothly go out of it. Then there will be running rail on which that it will be giving the feeder, and that whole thing is supported with the motor, so that the whole control of this your reciprocating trough and all can be done by this mechanized means. So, like this a mechanized bunker, it can be placed inside the mines, or it can be there also in a constructed. So, in a surface you can see here, this is a bunker where you can see the 2 points of evacuation, as that these 2 hopper portions you can see, and then it can be that say for inspections and all, you can go over here, or you can use a conveyor belt to load over here. There are different type of design and arrangements are available by different designer. They design in a different way depending on the situations. So, what we are having a bunker, it can be, as you have seen in the first one, that it can be on the ground, as you have seen in the, that is your grain bunker. It can be there in the underground, you have seen by underground evacuating or mining and excavating the rock, you create a structure and then you give the liner, and there you keep the material and make the arrangements for taking up, and in that you can fit an externally fitted structures, and that will become a bunker in the underground. And this is an elevated structure. Here you can see that these are all steel girder or steel column, or it could be even a reinforced concrete column, over which you are having this platform, and this your vertical portion, this will be depending on what capacity you will have to do. So, here we are having this rectangular portions, but below here they are exactly 2 part compartmentalized, so that you can evacuate over here. Now, depending on that where it is evacuated, you can have the gate system at this bottom. In some places there could be a bunker from where it will be just loading onto the your truck, and then the truck will be coming over here. When truck is placed, at that time this here the gate will open and it will go. Even sometimes such type of bunkers can be made over the rail line. Now, if the railway line is here below, the railway wagons are getting placed below the bunker, and then the bunker gate will open, material will fall onto the railway wagon, and then the locomotive will go. This is with silo. I will be telling next class, I will be talking about silo. With silo unloading, bunker unloading, here exactly that the wagon loading can be done. Now, normally we have discussed in our material handling, when it is from the ROM, from the run of mine which is coming, while loading onto the your railway wagon from the side, from the stockpile, by front end loader they were loading. By that, it requires a long time to make a rake of say 70 wagons or 80 wagons, it will take a longer time. But here, if you are keeping the material from the mines, when it, if you bring it by conveyor belt and put it over here, and then that wagon, the locomotive will come and will travel below this line, like that it will go, and that the speed of the railway, that railway wagons below this is so adjusted that at that speed, when the wagon will stand just over here, that your gate will open, material will start falling at a rate, that rate of material falling and the rate of the advancement of the wagon are so adjusted. As soon as the wagon come up to the end, that is your, it get filled, and momentarily your gate get closed, because from one wagon to the next wagon there is a gap. During that gap, no material will flow, then the wagon will go a little bit faster, then it will happen. That basically what is happening over there is, suppose your these wagons are here. Now, these wagons, they are coupled in between. Now, here there you are having, suppose this is your locomotive and they are just going over this track. Now, your this bunker which is over here, and it has got its bunker upper portions here. So, now you can have this bunker unloading is taking place. Now, this gate which could be, it will start falling, material will start coming over here. As soon as it will go advancing in this direction, this point comes, this get closed, and again it goes up, this next wagon will be coming over here, material will start flow and it go. So, that means here comes the automation, that is exactly when the, when you're with the use of such type of bunkers, you can make this your loading and that your bunker get operating automated. For that, you will have to have the sensors that when your wagon is just getting below and when you will be putting it. Now, at that time, how it will be adjusted in our silo class also we will discuss about it, but at this point please note that the operation of a bunker is very important for getting these things, your flow rate. Now, as what I told you the other day, that is there is a problem of the flow, that means the arc formation, or for this your rate hauling and all that may happen at your these portions. Here you may have this exactly your, you may have the rat holing over here or the arc or bridging, then the material will not flow. So, in that type of situation, your just only this bunker will not do. There will have to use some flow aid inside. There you can think of, if your material is sticky, high moisture content, prone to formation of bridge, then what type of additional technological or engineering arrangements you will be making in that point of loading is very important. You may have a vibrator over here, we may have a chain conveyor over here to just all the time keeping the material moving and loading and evacuating. So, those are the things where lot of innovation go every year, and you need to see about that conditions. Now, as I was telling that if you are doing this loading and then your material is coming and getting filled into the bunker, if it get overfilled, at that time if you do not say or give a message to the incoming material flow, if it is by conveyor, then that conveyor need to be stopped, along with that all the subsequent conveyor will have to be stopped. So, to do that we need to exactly monitor how the bunker is getting filled up. This is again a place of our where the mechatronics is used in our all and the instrumentation is used. One, there are many alternatives could be there, and I hope some of you will be doing a project work during your as a requirement of your graduation. You can think of what type of these sensors can be there, and then from there how the signal will be going. There are something like acoustic sensors, they just take the that they emit sound wave, and from that they reflect and they find out at what is the level and how their shape is coming, how much is getting over there. You can use by laser beam, you can use by different method, or you can say you can think of say from here you have a you can have a beam coming, and in this side you can have a receiver beam. If this material is coming and then raising up to this much, there will be an obstruction. As soon as this obstruction come, you can give the signal to the conveyor belt to stop. So, such type of things you will have to think of there, and once these are the different a big bunker with number of entry point out, then with a monitoring system, with an acoustic system, they have developed a 3D visualization of the systems, and they find out where the level is there, and then they put these things and develop in a computer. You can monitor, and sitting in your control room you can tell that which conveyor should now stop or which conveyor will have to be bringing the material over here. So, this level measurement system provides a clear graphical view indicating the level of coal in the bunker. In a coal bunker, in any say coke oven plant, in say for example any carbide plant, in anywhere with thermal power stations, where the coal is going and directly going to the boiler, and before going to the boiler you need to maintain the stock level properly, and these are the places where already technology has got implemented. You should try to see those case studies as well as try to imagine how you can get a new systems developed for this. The other thing is that they are using these days the video monitoring in your whole system, where your 3D bunker control panel, they have a 3-dimensionally they get the things. They will be having a number of transmitters, that is they will be taking the video of each and everything what is going on inside, how the moving and all, and on the basis of that they give a real life realistic visualization of whatever is happening, and that once you are capturing the information you can transmit anywhere. Now, if you are having a fiber optics line, it will be taking over there, even if by transmission wirelessly also that is to be done. So, these are the developments that you must look into, and there how the overall system architecture work. Here it is saying that you are having the bunker camera, and then you are having this your different that your sensing devices, and then the worker they have got their own terminal, and then whatever the bunker control panel they will be seeing how much material over there, and they observe if that how the from the bunker how the material is taken out, and then the real situation whatever is happening is given into the control room. This is just a such type of systems are commercially available, but for your learning purposes you should see that in which way such type of information, if it is obtained, what type of software you can develop and how you can visualize. That is where the data science is being utilized here. Now, today this machine learning, artificial intelligence, they are all being applied in this sector of our bulk material handling. So, you can go through number of, this is a good article, you can see there where the measuring of coal bunkers are done. You make a habit of looking into the latest development, and on the basis you can create that what a bunker, how the different application is monitored. Again I repeat the word, you must measure, and if you measure you know what to be controlled, and then when you control your operation becomes smooth. Otherwise a controlless operation has got no meaning. So what today you have learned, that there are different types of bunkers, that ground bunker, structural supported bunker and underground bunker. They can be constructed differently by different material depending on the purpose, and there are this your from the bunker you will have to take it out, you can stake it by using bunker staker. There are different type of bunker stakers are there, and also you can reclaim by taking, evacuating onto a railway wagon from by or in a control or in a automated manner, or sometimes you can reclaim by additional arrangements. So, for example, if a ship bunker, when it comes a ship unloader, they will be sucking material with a bucket chain type of ship unloaders are used for bunker evacuation. There could be even other reclaimers which you have studied in a bulk open storage reclaimer. A modified version of the open storage reclaimer are also can be used in a bunkers of type. So, there are also some bunkers which can be totally concrete, that bunker you have seen as a steel structure, steel or reinforced structure of bunker, but sometimes it could be totally a reinforced concrete bunkers also. So, I hope you have now learned what is bunker, and we will be continuing our discussions next time with silo and silo controls. Thank you very much.